piano and the guitar, the different drawings, and we'll just make some art, both musical and... So that's me drawing live, live streaming. And I don't think my bandwidth is really up to much, so it's rather pixelated. It's not quite the quality I was hoping for, so I thought I would make... Here's my document camera, which is linked to my computer. And I'm going to turn that off. Fold that away. It's really useful for doing live events, my document camera. And I thought I would do a little doodle, as I have been doing. And here we have the doodle that I'm drawing at the moment. So that's a very meta thing, isn't it? And since it is such a rainy and forlorn day, I thought I would cheer myself up with a doodle of some sort. And it's sort of a contrast to the fixed angle that having the document camera gives. And whereas when I hold the phone in my hand like this, I can get much closer to the actual drawing, as long as I don't focus on my fingers rather than the drawing, and so the drawing goes blurred in the background. And I'm getting better at remembering to do that. And then the only drawback, I think, because I do like this method, is it takes a very long time for me to download these drawings, or upload rather, to the Patreon site, and it uses up the tiny amount of storage I have left on this old phone, and that is something I shall put right for the new year, and I'll feel liberated to have a phone that works properly, so that I can really enjoy this Patreon adventure. And it really has been an adventure. I've learnt so much over the last few weeks, and almost all of it good. And I'm hoping that drawing with Harry, while Harry plays music, is going to be fun, and I've really enjoyed the chats with Katie. We're going to do another one hopefully tomorrow. And things will be a lot easier once I get back to Brighton, where the broadband is super fast, and my new phone will be waiting for me, and and Katie and I will be in the same studio, as opposed to this forced separation which we've had all over Christmas. So I'm looking forward to the new year for those reasons. But I'm really enjoying as well the quiet and tranquility of my Norfolk studio, particularly on days like this. This is a day to be inside, and it's a day to be doing something, and I think it's a day for baking or writing or crafting, or, as I'm doing, doodling, making something. And I think we all need creativity of some sort. In our lives, and this is mine. It's funny how actually drawing something can affect your mood. This drawing is making me feel cosy and tranquil and calm. As I continue to draw on the live stream, 2 drawings going on at once. My goodness, who knew what adventures one could have with a pen and paper and a good broadband connection. So the rest of today I'm going to spend editing the book I wrote earlier on this year. It's called Tiggy Thistle and the Lost Guardians, and it's the second and final book of the Cloudhorse Chronicles. The first one was called Guardians of Magic, and I'm editing this one so that I can get on with the illustrations, which, to be honest, is my favourite part of the process. And the book can be published this autumn. And I loved writing it, and I do enjoy writing, but only so that I can do this bit, I can do the illustrations. So I am an illustrator who writes in order to give himself things to illustrate. And I'm very, very happy when writers write things for me and invite me to illustrate their work, because it means I don't have to write. So here is a princess, and here is possibly a pea. And I'm looking forward in the new year to illustrating some fairy tales. That's something that has just been suggested, and I can't think of anything nicer. I've also been asked to illustrate some poetry, which again is one of my favourite things to do, so those are 2 treats coming up. I'm also going to be illustrating one of my favourite children's books. It's an absolute classic, known the world over, but possibly less well known in the UK. And it's called The Little Prince. And I've been doing some preparatory work for that, ready to start illustrating that in the new year. So there's lots of exciting things to do. And if you have a look here, this is the reason why live streaming with not a very good broadband is not a great idea. You can see how degraded that live stream has become. I'm not sure that you can really sort of pick up much detail there. So certainly when I'm in Norfolk, it's probably not the answer. It would probably work a lot better in Brighton. So, it's an experiment, and we learn as we go along. So here is a rainy day princess. And a pea.